Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for February 17th, 2025. This is for Aries. Last shuffle for Aries. Putting it out. We have a discovery here and playing it safe. It's really important right now for you to take charge in your healing. You've got to take charge in it, and you got to have confidence that you can heal, especially if this is in regards to a marriage, even if it's not your own. You could be influenced by your parents' marriage, by your friends, your siblings' marriages, right? Something about that. It's about retreating for a minute. It's time to disconnect from everything and focus on yourself. No influence, okay? Because you know how like we could be going through some things, and then we're going on social media, and you know that how the algorithms work, right? You could talk about it, think about it sometimes. Sometimes it's just a feeling, and then out of nowhere, an ad pops up or a post pops up that coincides with what you're going through. Spirit wants you to disconnect, okay? And look inside yourself. You have to be able to overcome your own challenges without the influence of anyone else. Healing is at stake. Healing is the prize. Healing is the way, right? Getting through something, even if it's not something it doesn't have to be directly connected to you, but it's connected to you, because they're showing something about this. You're different from everyone else, according to this. If this is a family situation, you're different. You think differently than everyone else. You see it differently. You're taking it in differently. Maybe everyone else is in a different space, and you are the only one that's like, no, I believe this, I believe in that, and that's how I feel. Spirit wants to, like I said, you need to disconnect from everyone and meditate. Meditate. Look inside. Examine what is causing you to feel the way you do. Not to say that you're wrong. That's not what we're saying here either. You're not wrong. You're needing to heal. And the only way to do so is to believe. It doesn't matter whether or not there's something that you may be trying to build as well. Some of you may be struggling with it doesn't matter really. Building a project, starting a project, connections with people, maybe moving or your home, finances. Some of you, it doesn't have to be those things, but I'm seeing a struggle regardless. And they're wanting you to believe that it can happen. Forget how much it's going to cost. Forget, and I mean by cost, it doesn't mean it's not just money. Forget if it costs your relationships with people. It's about believing that you can make something happen. There's something about a person overcoming their challenges. You are a leader in a situation, and you're a leader because you're different, because you see it differently. But no one's going to be able to fix this for you. That's something Spirit wants you to know. No one's going to be able to fix something for you. Social media won't be able to give you the answers. The internet will not give you the answers. Other people will not give you answers. It's you. Discovery with the Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Page of Cups, Ten of Wands. There's something about discovering the effort that it takes. Is not as much as you think. It's not going to take so much. All it takes is maybe initiation of a conversation, it looks like. Or all it takes is just a small effort towards stabilizing yourself. Especially if you feel overwhelmed, all it takes, Ten of Wands is about being overwhelmed. So all it would take is just a small step, biting off a very small amount. The journey of finishing your plate is in one bite, you know what I mean? One mouthful at a time. Playing it safe with Death and Eight of Pentacles. Now this is an intention of putting an end to something and working on finishing a project or getting started on something, mastering something, understanding something on a deeper level. How is this going to come together? How am I going to be able to work with this person? How am I going to be able to build something? Playing it safe would be, your intention is to do it the easiest way, the smart way, right? That's something here, like, they're showing here, you've got to focus on trying to figure out the best way possible, the most productive way. And discovering what that is resides in you. It's very much so. I can't stress enough how they're saying retreat back from any kind of anything. Meditating is the answer. Spirit has your back. Whatever it is that you are shown about, and to know for yourself, right? Because I'll be honest, I know we all know this too, right? You go to social media, you go to whatever platform, even the legal system, is any of them, it's faulty, it's flawed, it needs fixing. It can't fix you. You know what I mean? It's now it's time for us to really rely on our spirits, to rely on spiritual help. It truly is to connect. I don't know if you've been watching the news and stuff. It's like every time I turn on the news, every time I see a story, I'm like, oh my gosh, the system has failed this side of things, or this has failed this or that. We're relying too much on other people who rely on other people, instead of saying, well, you know what I mean? What's inside of us? What do we know to be true? What do we know to be right? A lot of times we have the answers, and we don't even trust ourselves, Peace with Six of Wands and King of Swords. Now the intention, there's a lot of intentions here, a lot of intentions, which talks about what's motivating us. And peace is saying that you can come to a peaceful resolution here. The intention is to be successful, but it's also about choosing a path. Which is the most peaceful path? Which path makes the most sense and is the most peaceful? That should be the at the forefront of our minds when we're making a decision today. Okay. Letting go is the Three of Swords and the Moon. We've got to let go of overthinking things or focusing on assumption. Let go of the assumptions of things, or the worst case scenario let go of how no matter which way you turn, the thought process of no matter which way I turn is messed up. No matter which way I turn, I'm in this Three of Swords energy. There's another landmine in that next step. It doesn't matter what I do. They're not giving any parameters of this. This is very general, but the answer to anyone's questions, like if you're questioning what should I do in any given situation, is cutting yourself off from social media, from other people, the opinions of anything, and focusing on yourself. And how can I overcome my challenges? You might want to implement either the fruit or the color plum, even the scent. Overcoming that inspires a vibration or a frequency of overcoming challenges. Right? Eagles may be important. Eagle spirit is very important. Of course, as we know, eagles can see things you can't. And this is saying spirit has your back. We see things you can't, so we're telling you directly, meditate. You will get the answers you seek. You might want to look into your Mars placements. I'm sure you already know, because Mars is your planet, right? And that is about the confidence that you have, or inspiring this leadership, this strength, this ambition, so you can see where it is, because I'm sure there's other placements other than just, well, that is the planet that rules my sun sign. And Chiron, which is Chiron, which is the luminary that represents healing. What needs to be healed? What do we need to meditate on? Because they're showing that this is important to you receiving the answers that you seek, so that you may build something. If you're finding that you are struggling with building something, if you find that you are having a hard time connecting the dots or putting something together, or not manifesting something that you want, maybe it's being held up, or you feel like there's a lot of delays, look into that. It may have a direct link to your obstacles, because you can't overcome your obstacles, you overcome your challenges. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer, main signs. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces. So you could be a Pisces, Aries cusp, or an Aries, Taurus cusp. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Gemini cusp, Gemini, Cancer cusp. We have Virgo, Libra cusp, Libra, Scorpio cusp, and Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, Aquarius, Pisces cusp. The only signs I don't see here are fire. So you could primarily be dealing with another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You don't have to be dealing with any of these signs, however. These signs could also be in your chart, right? If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.